Hey, my village fams, happy New Year. Welcome to Dr. OJ Speaks in 2024. How was your 2023? Thank you so much. I cannot say it enough. Thank you for making 2023 an amazing year for us. Thank you for those people who joined us newly last year by subscribing to our channel. Thank you for all the likes, the videos that did really well. It was because of you guys, our village fams. We could not still be here today without you. However, we are just getting started and we need you. Yes, you. If you are new to the channel today, make sure you drop a subscription, turn your notifications on so that you'll be the first to know once we drop our content every week, and make sure you like and comment on this video. Let me know your thoughts, because what are we talking about in this new year as we open up the channel is all about positioning and posturing for love in 2024. Yeah, why? Well, it's a good way to start the year. Let's kind of set our game plan right so that way we can go into the rest of the year with an action plan that would actually work to help us attract, build, sustain healthy, committed relationships that would help build strong families in our community. That is what we've always been about. So this year, expect to see a whole lot more conversation about relationships in this channel. Expect to see a lot more of short, quick, 2 to 3 minutes, 5-minute videos that I just jump in, share my thoughts, give you some information, share some edutainment content with you, and just post it. Things like that. We're going to do spur of the moment videos more on this channel because we have found that has given us a lot more traction. So look out for some of those spur of the moment videos. But most importantly, do not forget, we need you to subscribe, turn your notifications on, but most importantly, share this channel with your friends, guys. If our content is meaningful and it really makes a difference and gives you the vibe that you like, please do share with your friends. I will be right back to talk about positioning for love in 2024. So stay tuned and we will be right back.
Oh no, oh no. She's old, yeah. So many of us got what to say, but we don't have the means, but we can listen, yeah. Things that we sharpen our vision, yeah. Oh yeah. Negativity getting out of the way. By listening to us that we bring life, yeah. Plus it's like the voice of an angel, yeah. Dr. OJ, visionary, extraordinary. That burning like giving joy to the helpless. Oh, yes. With it in bringing life to the dream. That's all we are rooted and Sammy and she's oh yeah. Transforming one life at a time. With the best voice that you have. Dr. OJ keep on speaking for us. You're the voice we want to hear. You have the positivity. Yeah. Dr. OJ keep on speaking for us. Dr. OJ visionary.
All right. Welcome back. It's the new year, and this year we're talking about love. Well, this channel was made about, was created to talk about relationships, lifestyle, and of course, events and social issues. So let's get started. What does it really mean to position yourself for love? What does it mean to posture for love? I mean, I had to take a class on this one. So guys, the content I'm bringing you is AAA grade level content. It's not just stuff I'm bringing by the fly of my pants. I'm literally sharing content from my coach talking about, as a woman, especially female, so this is for women, right? I really like to know that, or I really like to stress the fact that I believe in the principles and the values shared in the Bible regarding what relationships and marriage is all about. Yes, I believe that strongly. So let's just get that out of the way. This is not some new age, do it as you like, my truth, your truth, leave. No. This is not it. This is about building committed, strong relationships that would lead to the strength of our families and our communities as a whole. So he was telling me about, as a woman, it's more about positioning as opposed to pursuing. A woman is not made to go after a man. So I know there's a lot now in the world today where we see women asking men out, or women proposing to men. I'm sorry, I am not for that. I will never be for that, and this channel would never support that type of dynamics, right? I don't think we're ever going to be that advanced, right? We're always going to stay within the lines of what the Bible talks about when it comes to building these relationships. So a woman is supposed to be positioned to be seen. And what does that mean? It doesn't mean just being on social media acting a fool. It doesn't mean being out there in the streets, going to everywhere and anywhere that you're invited to. It just means being intentional. You want to be seen where it matters, right? And that is what positioning is really. That's the first rule of positioning. Where does it really matter to you? What kind of man are you looking to attract? Now, you're going to want to be intentional about positioning yourself in those places. You want to attract a high-valued, high-net-worth man. Where do you think those types of men hang out? Or where do you think, or what activities do you believe they engage in? Do your research, depending on the industry, depending on the net worth, depending on the socio-economic status, the social type of, gathering. You need to research and then begin to strategically position yourselves there. And let me clarify, guys. I don't mean position yourself and go there and, dress up, look nice, and, we come here like we're selling market. No, that's not what we mean. No, that's not it. We mean positioning because you are actually equipping yourself with value when you get into those spaces. For example, if you know that a certain type of man that you really want to attract, that you would see as an ideal life partner, maybe hangs out in a nice country club, it's not a big deal for you to become a member of that country club. But when you do become a member of that country club, you also want to engage in the community of the country club. So in a country club, they have different activities. They have social, they have health and fitness and several things. You want to plug yourself in in a very nice, clean, finesse way, without being so obvious or being so thirsty, right? Women, it's one thing for you to be in search. Of course, you're single, you want to mingle, but you never want to appear thirsty. You want to appear as a value-added individual as well. So anyone that spots you in those arenas would actually be able to see something in you that, first of all, attracts them, because they say, a friend of mine, an old, wise friend of mine told me a long time ago, he said, OJ, attraction is a qualification. So definitely when you show up in these places, you don't want to show up any kind of way. You want to show up well. You want to show up nice. You want to show up put together. Like I said, again, not thirsty, not, high-valued men typically are not attracted to women that have it all hanging out, have it all, the panty line is showing, the cleavage is excessive. There's a way that you can do the cleavage without being overly suggestive. There's a way where you can wear dresses that are snug and fitting without being overly suggestive and things like that. So positioning in those places will, of course, help you be in the crosshairs of individuals. Now, another thing is that actually helps your positioning in 2024 will help is give it time. Give it enough time for it to work. And what does that mean? Create routines around your life that develop into habits that would allow you to work these things into your life. So you don't have to move your life around to be positioned for love. So for example, like I mentioned the country club example earlier on, right? You could easily create a weekly workout routine that would require you to go in there to play lawn tennis, to go swimming, to do some type of health and fitness activity that allows you to utilize those, that facility or that resource for yourself. And that way it gives you a way for you to really create a habit. So now it doesn't look like you are there on a mission. Yes, you are on a mission in your mind. Of course, everybody, all of us on these streets, we are on a mission. If you're not on a mission, I don't know what you're doing out here. But for those of us who really, really understand purpose and being intentional, we are all on a mission. But we have to carry out our mission in a way that does not show us off as having an agenda. Nobody wants to, and a lot of wealthy people, a lot of high-valued people, a lot of high net worth people can literally spot someone who has an agenda a mile away. They might not tell you, they might not verbalize it, but they can tell. But now if you make this about yourself, whereby you are not being intentional, and now you now see this as something that is adding value to you. So every week you want to go there, you want to work out, you want to exercise, you are positioning yourself to be seen, to be identified, to be spotted out. However, you are also creating a routine and a habit around your life that also adds value to you. It makes you healthier, it makes you stronger, you're becoming better. And now you're also networking with people who not necessarily might be the ones that you want to get in a relationship with, but these are people that could eventually add value to your bottom line and make you better in life and business, right? So first of all, positioning, find the right places, doing your research, identifying where the kinds of people you want to meet, hang out, what they do, what kinds of things, and then pick and choose how you now kind of fit yourself into that space. Number 2 is give it time. And how do you give it time? It's not like, 1 month, 2. No. You give it time by actually creating your routines and forming your habits that would eventually become a lifestyle for you to belong to the club, right? You started out wanting to come here to position, but all of a sudden you find out over time, now you actually do belong here. Sometimes we go in search of one thing and then we come in contact with so many other things that become even more valuable to us as a person. So I love everything that I'm talking about today because I know that it has really, really helped me. And then the other thing is this. And I know, ladies, you might not want to hear this, but it's so important. If your goal and your intention in 2024 is to become a spouse, you have to learn how to become a spouse. A lot of women want to be married, but they don't understand or have an idea of what it takes to be a wife. Being a girlfriend is one thing. Being attractive and being able to go on dates and being dated or being in a relationship is one. But when you talk about committing yourself to a life partner, that is somebody that you're not just going to go in there and make demands and expect and have such expectations of them to do this and be this for you. It's all about so many angles that we're not going to cover in this video. No, another video for that. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole, although it's very tempting for me to want to break down what it looks like being a wife. But you have to learn how to become that thing, that person, or be in that position that you're really aspiring to be. When you go on a job interview, when you're trying to get a job, when you're trying to start a business, you acquire the education and the skills. So why would you not want to acquire the skills and the education to becoming a wife, if that's what you want? Or why would you not want to learn how to really be in a successful relationship that would eventually lead into long-term commitment? All these things require education. Everything in life requires education. That's why we know that we never stop learning. And on this channel, we always advocate education is very important. It's an ongoing thing. You never ever stop. So we've mentioned 3 things, right? You position yourself, research, find out, go there, become a part of the community, become a part of that space, make it a part of your routine by giving it to give it time. You make it a part of your routine to form a lifestyle around it. Last but not last, but the next one was you being able to learn how to become that person that you are really aspiring to assume the role. So all of this is very important. I hope so far so good you have learned 1 or 2 things. Have you? Drop a comment or like below. Let me know if this content is great for you. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you would like to see something more like this, or if there's something else you would like us to talk about, please drop the comment in the section below. But most importantly, make sure you subscribe.
Oh no, oh no. She's old, yeah.
Next thing that it's going to really take, I believe, in 2024 for us to position as opposed to posturing is really having the belief system that we deserve the things that we're asking for. A lot of us have what we call the imposter syndrome, right? We know that we want to be married. We know that we want to be in a committed long-term relationship, but we fall into the trap of wanting to go with a trend. There's this feminist movement these days that talks about a strong, independent woman does not need a man. No, I'm sorry. I don't even know who came up with that philosophy, because feminists feminist movement was not even started on the premise of women not needing men. It was just about trying to fight for equality of rights and access to education, access to funding, resources that men had, access to growth opportunities that men already had. And that was supposed to be what the feminist movement was about. It wasn't about excluding one gender from the other or causing a separation to say we don't need each other. We need each other. Adopting the right mindset will be very, very crucial for you this year. You have to really believe that this is who you want to be. You cannot buy into a school of thought of women that are saying, we don't need men, we don't need this, I'm good all by myself. Yes, of course, there's certain situations that make some women feel that way, right? When you've been in a bad, traumatic, abusive, narcissistic relationship, of course, you have to take some time to heal, make yourself whole, do the things that are necessary to do the soul work to be put back together. But by the time you're ready to get out there, if you do know that this is something you want for yourself, own it. Believe it, engage it in your spirit, and let it resonate with you. Because the reality of the matter is, if you do not believe in what it is you say you want to attract, let me tell you, you're just going to be wasting your time doing those other three things that I mentioned earlier. Because it's all going to come down to the fact that you are thinking one thing, or you have a different mindset towards a situation, and you're trying to, it's like it's counterproductive. You're going to be counterintuitive within yourself. So you have to really believe that this is who you are, this is what you want. Own it and just let that really resonate within you. Let your mindset be shifted in the direction of believing that this will happen for me. And understanding that this is the last thing, in 2024, in order to attract that person that is for you, that ideal partner, that high valued man, that man that has all the qualities, the traits, the negotiables and the non-negotiables. I think there's an episode on this channel that talks about what are your negotiables and non-negotiables. Go find that and watch that. That would be a really good video for you to watch. As long as you've kind of done all the other preliminary work, right, on yourself, and in sifting through all of the mess and coming to a concrete final decision on what you need to do, your mindset, your belief system is very important, because this whole process is not just going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. And you're also going to have the mind to discern when different people come your way, to be able to discern who is the best fit for you. And know that, okay, there's some people that might be high valued, high net worth, handsome, all those things, but they might just not be a right fit for you. And sometimes I believe that women compromise for the sake of what they want as opposed to what it is that they really, really need, and the things that would really ensure that they have a successful, long-term committed relationship. But that's not for me to judge, because honestly, even I'm trying to figure it out myself. But we out here, just trying to help encourage each other to do the needful. So this year, attract your ideal mate by positioning and posturing as opposed to pursuing. A woman is not made to pursue. The Bible says a man finds a wife. A man that finds a wife finds a good thing. Are you a good thing? And obtains favor from the Lord. Are you able to attract favor into his life? And that is it. And where there is unity in marriage and union and relationships, God commands his blessings. And that is what you truly want for yourself, your children, your family, our community, and everyone. So that's all I have for you today. Once again, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024. Let's get out there and be the best and highest versions of ourselves. Make sure you subscribe. Turn your notifications on. Comment on this video. Let me know what your thoughts are and what your plan is for love in 2024. As always, my name is Dr. Oyinkansola Jinadu, Dr. OJ the Meg. I love you. Until the next episode. Bye, guys. See ya.
Doctor